What's up, everybody? Alex from Heavy New York once again. Right now, Power Trip is sound checking upstairs for a brutal night with Cannibal Corpse, and today we got the opener, Gatecreeper, here. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Hey, man. Excited to be here.
Yeah, excited to have you here. And wearing a New York City native band shirt. Can't go wrong with New York City hardcore.
All that war, baby.
Yep. So your debut record, I'm going to try to get it right, Sonoran Deprivation?
Sonoran Deprivation.
Sonoran Deprivation, which just came out in 2016. It's the debut full-length record. How has the reception and the recording and everything been?
Hey, it's been awesome, man. We really poured everything we had into it, and you know, we worked really hard on it, and we recorded it, and you know, I'm proud of it. Yeah. And I'm really excited that we got to release it through Relapse, and it's been a dream. It's been awesome. People have really seemed to have been into it. So
yeah, you can't go wrong with Relapse. And you also released a Sweltering Madness EP this year, right? Yeah,
just a week or two ago, and it's 2 new songs, brand new songs. Yeah, we worked hard on those too, and we're proud of them, and I'm excited to have some new material out since the LP. So
yeah,
awesome.
Is it a little bit like easier since the EP is just like 2-3 songs versus making a full length record?
Oh, absolutely. It's just writing 9 or 10 songs or something for an LP takes so much work, and it takes, you know, I mean, it's weeks and weeks on each song, and even longer, you know, and we write so many songs that we don't put on the record, and so when we're focusing on like a 2-song EP or a 4-song EP, you know, it's not literally not as much material, doesn't take as long, but you know, we still work really hard to have it all be cohesive and come together and be its own
You made it its own entity in a way, not like just like a EP with B-sides in it or something like that.
No, yeah, it's its own standalone piece. So
yeah, excellent. So right now you're on tour with Cannibal Corpse and Power Trip.
Yeah.
It's going to be a brutal show. Power Trip was here a bunch of times this year. Cannibal Corpse always leaves New York City a smoldering crater.
Yep, absolutely.
How's the tour been so far?
Dude, it's been great, man. Cannibal Corpse, I've loved them since middle school, and you know, they're one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band, and they're so heavy, and they're such good dudes, and it's been really cool hanging out with them and getting to watch them every night. And I never get sick of them. I could sit there and watch every night. You know, I gave a mosh to them every night, and I you know, I think they're the heaviest band. You know, and they've been around for a long time doing it, and they're not wavering from their sound. They're sticking true to it. You know, and they're still just as heavy, and they're heavier than stuff that's coming out now. You know, kids doing stuff. You know, and it's just like it's tried and true, and their hearts are in the right places, and it's, you know, it's awesome. It's just heavy, brutal shit, and I love it.
Yeah, and you guys are pretty brutal too. I was listening to the record earlier today, and you guys definitely have that like classic Tampa, Florida death metal sound to it. Were you guys looking at the Cannibal Corpse and Obituaries and? Oh,
absolutely, stuff like that. I mean, it's no bullshit, you know, straightforward death metal. You know, there's no, you know, there's no like sparkles on it or anything. It's just straightforward riffs, heavy. It's not complex, you know. It's not overly complex. It's just, I'm about that groove and having it be heavy, and you know, simplicity. And you know, I don't need to, you know, like shred to have it be good. You know, there's beauty in the simplicity. So
yeah, definitely. And you know, you guys also, I've noticed you all also had a little bit of sludge in there too. Like I was thinking of like Cannibal Corpse meets Sleep in a way.
Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of like doomy kind of stuff in there, you know, and it's just nasty.
Yeah,
I think that's always been our goal, is to be nasty and just heavy, and I think that slow stuff is, for me as a big dude, the slow stuff hits me really hard, so because I move pretty slow, so I relate to it.
Yeah, so. I can imagine. Now, coming from Arizona, I know that Max Cavalera currently resides in Arizona. You know, my idol Jose Mangan lives there, but like it seems like Tampa, Florida is kind of like a metal capital or a metal hub. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, is there like a huge scene down there? Like when you guys play there, is it kind of like the homecoming brutal show?
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we play in Tucson or Phoenix, you know, tons of kids come out, and it's awesome. And the scene's cool down there, but I think it has its ups and downs, you know, because it's kind of, you know, smaller cities. Phoenix is big, but you know, but Tucson definitely has a smaller vibe to it. And there's a lot of cool bands out there right now that are they're just starting to tour, maybe haven't toured yet. But yeah, when we play Arizona, there's a lot of love, and it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I can imagine. I hear so many. I mean, also being one of the hottest states, I'd imagine you need to let off some steam there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but one final question before we go. I want to thank you so much for your time before sound check. I know how crazy it could be being that a massive inferno in case the last venue. But your full-length record came out in 2016, I believe, right? And, we're hitting 2018 now. Can we be expecting – I know you just released the Sweltering Madness EP, but can we be expecting a new full-length record in 2018?
Yeah, I want there to be. So if nothing goes wrong, there'll be a full length next year.
Awesome.
And maybe something else coming sooner than later. So
okay. And any tours lined up for 2018 as well?
We have some stuff. Nothing I can talk about yet. But
okay. It's always the case.
We'll be touring our butts off and playing shows, traveling, writing, and just doing it all.
He's gonna tell me off the air what that next tour is.
We'll just be hitting the road hard and doing it and keep doing what we're doing. So
excellent.
I'm excited.
Well, I want to truly thank you so much for your time, everybody. But we got fucking Gatecreeper here, one of the most brutal bands out there right now. Pick up their new record, Sonorian Deprivation, as well as their new EP, Sweltering Madness, and catch them on their tour with Cannibal Corpse and Power Trip. And we will see you next time on Heavy New York.